Hi, this is Mr. Glaze, and I'm going to show you how to make your table and graph for Activity 55. The first thing you're going to need to do is go to your Google Drive. I'm going to show you how to do this on Google Docs. You can do it on Microsoft Word, but I do think it is easier if you do it on Google Docs. You'll say New, Google Sheets. And you need to do it on Google Sheets because in order to make a graph, you have to do it in a spreadsheet, and it works out anyways because you can use this same spreadsheet for your table. So your first column, Table A, you need to have set as your time column. Column B needs to be your temperature of sand, and we always need to put our unit, so we'll say in Celsius. If you click right here on the side of column B, you can drag it so it all fits. Same thing for column C, temperature of water in degrees Celsius. And we'll drag this over. Next we need to put in our time, which is in minutes. I forgot to add that. And we start at 0 because we took our initial temperature. We need to go all the way down to 20 because we took temperatures for a total of 20 minutes. We did 10 minutes of heating and 10 minutes of cooling. But we're going to put it all together. That way the graph displays both heating and cooling. So I go all the way to 20. Next you need to put in the temperature of your sand starting temperature. I'm going to put in my data, but you may have different data, so keep that in mind. And the same thing for temperature of water. Now that I've completed my table, I need to make a graph, but before I do that, I want to put this table into my document. I need to create a document, so I'll go to Drive, New, Doc. Make sure you give your document a title. This is Activity 55 Lab Write-Up. Alright, now don't forget all your other things like background information, purpose, but for right now I'm just going to put in my data table. So I'll say data, I highlight everything, I right click, I say copy, and then I paste. And then I have my data table. Make sure you give your data a title. So I can call this temperature change of sand and water. Next, I need to put in my graph. I'll go back to my Google spreadsheet, and I already have all of this highlighted. I go over here to where it says Insert Chart, this little icon with a bar graph. If you notice, it has time right here, but we have time in column A, and we want time to be on the bottom axis. So I'm going to say use column A as labels, and you'll now notice that the time is on the x-axis, which is where I want it. Now I just need to change the graph a little bit so that it accurately displays my data. So I'm going to click on charts and change it like this, or even better, I can change it to a line graph. Either one would work, I don't mind, it can be any of these, but it does need to be a line graph. Lastly, I just need to change the title. So I click on customize, I go to title where under chart, and I will change this to temperature change of sand and water. I'm going to say in Celsius. Enter. Now I just need to change left vertical axis and horizontal title. I will scroll down to where it says axis horizontal and put time, because that's what's on the x-axis. Hit enter, and I'll change it to time. And then to change the left axis title, I click here. I can say left click vertical, and this is our temperature. Oop. Careful, if you notice I accidentally started typing here. You got to be careful with Google Docs, sometimes it does that. If you hit Control Z, it should undo that, but if not, I need to change it. That was my time. Alright, so I click here, and let's see, it is our temperature in degrees Celsius. Enter. My graph is done. It's ready to go. I click Insert. I click here, Copy to Chart. Copy chart. If you notice that it doesn't give you an option to copy chart, you can always say Save Image, and it will save it as a JPEG image, and then you can copy and paste it into your document. But I'm going to say Copy Chart. I go back to my document. I right click, paste. Oh, might have moved it down, and there it is. And you can always shrink it down a little bit if you want to fit it on the page. And that is how you make your graph. Make sure you have all your other elements. After your graph, you'll need to have your data analysis and your conclusion. Don't forget all of the elements of a lab report, and I have also uploaded your format guide for writing a lab write-up, so please refer to that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thank you.